Welcome to Serpent Visionary Oracle. It's time for the After Yoga class reading. New Moon in Taurus edition. New Moon is happening in a couple of days. These are the cards on the table. Let's see the first pile. Ooh. Some pretty wicked images there. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And the third pile shows, yay, I love when I see the sun. Okay. And this one right here, beautiful. Oh, welcome to another edition of the After Yoga class reading. New Moon edition today as the new moon approaches in Taurus. And as you know, I do a lot of readings. And thank you, by the way, that those have scheduled with me their one-on-one readings. I am a reader that does personal readings live on a video chat platform, many to choose from. Also, thank you for your referrals always. Much love for your referrals as the tribe grows and expands. Many need guidance, reconfirmation, reassurance of what may be going up in the mind constantly, always going, always working. So I thought I'd tap in with a more oracle approach today and rest the mind with the tarot. As before me, I consider a true oracle artist of the decks. The link's down below, and that's Deborah's work with the soul cards and the portals of presence. I actually did a guided sound bath meditation to the deck this morning to start my day, as the day began very fiery and uneasy about certain things, and I got my answer. So I decided to use the deck. And by the way, if you've not experienced a reading from me, well, there's an option here to purchase and gift the table with a deck and or decks from the Amazon wishlist and the ESTY Registry I've created. I've also created, underneath the playlist area of the channel, all of the card decks. You can see the images card by card, which they're called flip through videos, and you can actually see each image because, hey, maybe you want the deck yourself. As you purchase and gift the table, you'll receive a reading from me with that deck. Win-win. Now, the difference between Amazon and ESTY is more one of a kind, indie, rare, highly unique. The Amazon is more mass marketed. That's what it's published throughout the whole world for all the world to experience. And oh, stunning, beautiful decks there as well. Okay, so you can see the images and you can view the flip throughs. In my experience of doing readings currently, there's a lot of departures. I always seem to feel like I repeat myself, but I just read what's here. Is that there's been a lot of deaths within us, around us, literal deaths with, I know many people that have had fur babies and have had to aid them to sleep for their transition. There's people in your life that may have transitioned, but the biggest deaths that people resist the most are their own. Letting go. It's not easy. to let go of certain people, situations, places. But here in the first row, there's a lot of truth being seen these days. What I see in the tarot, mostly, in everybody's reading, they always get an ace of some kind. At first it was the wands, and then it was the cups and the swords. They're like pretty even now with whatever path you've chosen or what you need to have a big breakthrough and new beginning of. But a lot of it, I can't think of anyone that has not had an ace card in their personal reading with me of some kind, followed by the suit that even just boosts it even more. It's really juicy too. Very sexy and juicy. Okay, so the vibe of the new moon. There'll be peace within you when you do your work. It will. Because what you think of is hard is really just what you say about it. When you actually make the actions and do it, it creates such peace very, very deeply. It's going to rest your mind once and for all. It's going to free up the blocks for a lot of you. A lot of you, I would see magic on the table, magic around you, and you still have these blocks. And I have been asking as to why. And there's just like these people that people cling to. You cling to people and you allow that to be, that's okay. But when you allow themselves to let go and you part ways, there's a nice calm here coming for you in this new moon phase. There is the Lenormand card here of the fox. So you know those that were around you that weren't really coming towards you with love. You know the ones that have been lying or running or scheming. And they're right underneath you too. That's a lot like that's been going on. I see a lot of seven sword in people's tarot lately as well. And it's kind of like this Lenormand card of the fox. It's kind of like a combination of the devil and the seven sword if I was reading tarot. Here it appears as the 9 club, which in tarot is the 9 wand, which is how much longer will you hold this up? How much more energy will you give to this person, situation, or what you know you need to let go of? That's up to you. But this new moon phase is saying, when is it going to be? How soon is now? When is it? What time? How much longer do you need that you continue in your wallow of not wanting to face things? When you have such a beautiful, beautiful foundation, you have like really beautiful people around you. It's your own capture. It's your own net. It's your own that doesn't free you up. Will never have anything to do with anybody else but you, no one outside yourself. But yet we don't go there so we can have validation that it was that person. Well, don't give power to the fox. Give power to yourself, because something here is saying, when are you gonna go back to your heart? You even have the heart card literally here. And it's a 24, so it's nice and cozy. Going back to heart space. Figuring out that anything that's happening here will never be here. It's good to have a nice, expansive mind and figure things out and be intellectual and know a bunch of things. But how much do you know makes a difference here? Something in this new moon is going to change where you look up. And you do see that sun, and you do see yay, whatever it may be. A lot of you have been in unrealistic fantasy land. Very unrealistic of yourself. So then you get validation and you beat yourself up. You're so hard on yourself. You're going to be shocked and surprised, the new moon says, as you're going to see in the dark, as the new moon is a dark phase. It's black out here, especially where I'm at. Then I can stargaze really cool. It's great for stargazing. But that's what I'm saying. There's some kind of spark, some kind of fire that comes into this new moon phase in May. May is just getting started. It's the momentum has been going since April. And now it's like it's revved. It's so powered up, ready to explode and come at us. If you've not been experiencing that already in little bursts, you know? Because I know what that's been really fun recently to feel the little bursts. Because some of you are grinning going, I did all that, man. I cut that bitch off, or I left that job, or I don't doing the past, or I knew that person was a goddamn liar. You know, you did your work. For the ones that have, you're grinning at me like, yeah, preach. This is really interesting how this card even makes a heart shape in the bottom. When you see the images, how I see them, like I'll show you the images again. I love how these cards, I'm always looking how they piece together as a puzzle, like a journey, like part of the whole painting, because they do. So the ones that are together, I kind of like put together like, oh, this is its own entity, okay. Anyways, so there's a lot of opening in the heart here. There is. This is a real fiery, beautiful full moon. You're going to be so surprised and fucking shocked. So the moon comes, the sun is shining here in this card as well. It kind of has a cute little grin. And it's tilting his head. So it's kind of like wishes. It's kind of like the star card as well in the tarot, and the sun put together. Because it's wishes come true. It's prayers answered. It's your voice been heard. Your mind can be at peace now. No more fighting. No more battling against yourself. Or anybody else. Let them go. What opposes you, let it go. Or don't associate. It's that easy. You make it uneasy. Because we get in the way here. You get in the head. Because it's easy like that. It's just cut and dry. There is no middle with me. I either talk to you or I don't. I don't go back to the past. I let people go. Not like cut them off. I'll always give them a platform to say so they can be heard. But it doesn't mean I go back to the past ever. Opposition and me are not friends. I deal with it and then it's no longer. So that's the vibe here. So the sun's here and you have the Lenormand of the child. Add some play. Oh, I just saw another picture. That's so crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful passion just waiting to burst. I'm stunned at the imagery here. Because I know we were children, we were babies, we were kids. And there's a beautiful thing I like checking out is that there's children that are drawn to receive tarot readings from me. And that's very rare. They'll be like under 10, okay? Very young. And they'll come and they have valid questions. There's a few stories that really stick out, like they're really funny, actually, because kids are highly intelligent. They just don't have the experience of adulting. They're in that stage of development, but it doesn't mean that they're less than or not teachers. They're very unique in their development, but wise in their own ways. They taught me on my own table. They're really interesting to talk to. There's a reason why they're drawn to the table of the magic of the cards. So where are you returning to your magic here? Where are you returning to where it was fun? Where you didn't have to figure it out. You could just be and enjoy. Oh no, but you're too busy thinking about responsibilities and other things. And there's time for that. That is very understood. But here the new moon says, return to that what freed you up in the first place. What did you do as a child? Now, for some of you, you may think back and the childhood was not pleasant, but you must have had some grain of seed somewhere that brought a smile to your face somewhere. You can't be that sinister and dark. There's always some place somewhere because you have a heart. And some it gets very buried and deep. Buried. But it's time to allow it to surface is what this is saying. That's all. Return to the laughing. Return to the celebration. This is a really fun card. These are really beautiful images. Let me make room here so when I flip the camera, you'll be able to see what I'm looking at. Where are the puzzle pieces now? Oh, it was in here. Okay. I wonder if I see it in here. Yeah, it's a very interesting, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. It's so fun. It's so bizarre. Anyways, so that's what I have here. I know you understand what I'm saying. Let me show you the images. I'm going to show you really nice and close. So you can see above, there is there's doves there above the crown of these people enmeshed. There's peace there. There's going to be light into this situation. It's okay to unbind from one another and go on your own journeys, especially when you know it's time. It's time to create your own freedom and peace about this, because it's coming if you want it to. Because you know about this. You know about this already. You know about the fox. You know about those people, situations, jobs, the past, what it may be. You know what it is. So enough of this. Enough of the sulking. And being validated for your excuses when you have a beautiful foundation right underneath you. Rooted underneath this pillar. I understand we all have dark times though, okay? But that's going to change. Look, what's next to it is the sun. Kind of like the star. It's the sun combined in tarot. Because if you turn back, it kind of looks like those dandelions where you blow and then it flakes away as you make your wish. And it also is the radiance of the sun. And anytime I see that, I'm like, fuck yeah, badass, yay, smile, celebrate, because this is what we're doing. We're going to celebrate. Look at Wolverine here. The wolf is going to turn. It's kind of woofy looking to me, but it's partnered with the heart. Now, why I was playing with this earlier was down below. Because down below, you see the heart? There's a heart right there. You see it? So you play with the card here, you can actually shape it. It's pretty fun. So there's love coming back. Oh yes, there is, because it's like an ace here. All right. This imagery right here, look, you're going to be freaking shocked. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be, yay! Ah! Why? Because you've returned to the child. Really nice vibe, really interesting inquiry today. It helps a lot with me to know like where are things right now, because it's just a little bit of everywhere. I've been, feeling a lot of scatteredness with people, non-grounded, and then once they like tap in or they do something about it, then they're grounded and set free, and they're ready for the day. So that was really interesting. So now, if you want a one-on-one, you know what to do. Leave me some comments. How are you doing with this vibe? Are you scattered? Are you grounded? Are you just letting things be? Are you having some resistance of letting it go? I mean, you can be in all of the spaces as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week after I bend, torque, and twist my body. Because right now I'm so unwound. I'm like, whoa, what I do with my what I do with my body. Okay, much love.